Hey, it's your boy, ye old boy's back at it with another fucking video. I know, it's been a while. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I actually posted a YouTube video, and I'm not gonna lie. I started a job, very demanding hours and all that, so, it is what it is, but at the same time, don't worry, Papa's here, he's back, he's gonna be back. Videos won't come out as frequently, disappointingly. I'm going to try and keep them to every week to 2-week schedule, but I can only do my best. If you guys really want to see me, I stream every day on Twitch. Ye Old Boys, same thing, twitch.tv/Ye Old Boys, same name as my YouTube. If you want to see me play these games here. Today, we're actually going to be talking about GTA San Andreas, the definitive edition, and I'm going to be reviewing it. And this is a review from a person who actually beat the game. For proof, this is actual footage from my stream. There you go. That's really all the proof you need. I mean, I have the credits, I have the scenes, I have the last mission, and I literally have Tenpenny falling off of that stupid little bridge cliff. So, first things first. A lot of the old glitches that were there before are still here. Now, do I see that as a problem? Yes and no, because technically if you're paying $60 for a game, then all those past glitches should be fixed, but at the same time, a lot of those glitches is what made this game the game it is. So, yes and no. They should and shouldn't be there. Should they be fixed in a future patch? Probably make it easier for people to, beat the game instead of having so much situations and problems with actual, just in general, missions. I know there's a territory I can't take over because there's just simply no ballers there. So, number 2, this game, it's honestly good. I like it. On the PS5, it looks great. 4K 60 frames. But the one thing I think is totally unacceptable is frame drop. Now, you got frame drop in the old one too. Even on my PS2, I got frame drop. That wasn't running at 4K 60 frames, but it was also it also didn't have the hardware a PS5 has in it. So, do with that as you will. I mean, to me, this is supposed to be a definitive remastered edition. There really isn't too much they could say to make me accept an actual answer from them that is acceptable of why the game has such horrible frame drops, because I know my PS5 isn't doing it. The fan is silent, and I've tested the heat on the back of it, see if it's hot or anything. Things running cool as hell. Cool as could be. Well, hell's hot. It's running cool as Alaska, alright? I don't feel any heat coming out of it. So, from that right there, come on, Rockstar. There's not too much shit I can accept from an old-ass game like San Andreas. All you did was port the mobile version to the console, alright? And then, after you even ported it to the console, all you did is put a skin on it. I love how it looks. Graphics look amazing on PS5. They look amazing on the Xbox Series X. They look amazing on PC as well. PS4 and the Xbox One, our last-gen counterparts, it looks okay. It looks okay. It looks like a PS4 or Xbox One game because that's all the performance they probably crank out of those old systems that were old when we got them. So, like I said, the hardware really wasn't that great in the PS4 or the Xbox, One when they came out. It wasn't anything impressive, and a lot of people were actually disappointed when they originally came out. But graphics-wise, the frame drops is the biggest problem. A lot of people talked about the rain, but personally, I always thought of the rain as kind of interrupting your driving in the first place. To me, it seems like kind of more what realistic rain would feel like if you actually drive, because if you've ever even driven in the rain, then you can't see anything in the first place, so why should you be able to see anything in this game? It doesn't make sense. They try to make it a little bit more realistic, but stay with that retro classic kind of style. I understand that. I don't really have a problem with that. I heard some complaints from other people about the fog and smog not being around Grand Theft Auto anymore. Makes it feel small. It was a small map to begin with. I don't know what you expected. The fog was just there so it could properly load things in on time without having to have any glitches with, trees, buildings, and all that, which does actually happen in the Definitive Edition anyway, so the fog might have helped him, if anything. But that, I don't really have any complaints about. I don't really care for the fog. I never really cared for the fog in the first place. I kind of thought that it made the city just look like a smoke show. It looked like everyone was 15 years old just vaping in there or something. Thought it was cool. Had a big old smock mod or something. You know what I'm saying? So this game has impressive graphics, but that's about all I can give it. The gunplay is 100 times better, yes, and that is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, really is a good thing. But there's simple things I don't understand that they added. Like when they said they were adding a GTA 5 radio wheel, why didn't you make it so we could actually see the songs that is playing on the radio station? Like, how hard is it to do that? That can't be that complicated. It's just got to be, if this song's playing, then say name this. It can't be that complicated in the programming, especially knowing that it's not even really a remaster. A remaster to me means they rebuild the game from the ground up. They just transferred it to the Unity engine. That's not really anything too crazy. And Rockstar didn't even do it themselves. Grove Street Games did it. But it's a finished game. That is the whole point I'm still trying to get to. Would I play it, though? Of course, 100%. It's Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It's one of the best games I've ever played. I've heard of a ton of PC players not being able to play it at all, which really sucks. I mean, me personally, on my PlayStation, I got to play it early, which was really nice. A lot of people didn't get to play it at all till 10 a.m. the next day, and I was streaming the game, and people were like, hey, how are you even playing this? And little did I know, a few hours later, PlayStation pulled it from the stores until it actually, was properly released. But I still already had them downloaded and unlocked, so it didn't matter. I was already halfway through San Andreas by the time anyone was even hopping on, besides other PlayStation users. But overall, I'd give the game probably, let's take out the fact that, no, we're not going to take out any factors. We're going to leave in all the factors. We're going to leave in that it's an old game that was just skin modded and had a few extra mods added to it. San Andreas is San Andreas. The base game itself is always a 10 out of 10. But for this to be a remaster, for the 3 games together to cost, cost $60. So altogether, if you divide 60 by 3, you get $20 per game, which honestly, to me, isn't that bad. I paid $30 to $40 just for the standard mobile ports of all 3 of those games. $60 for 3 with skin packs could be a lot worse. At the same time, $60 is still $60, and the economy's hard, and debt, and Joe Byron, and Bing Bong, all that stuff. So this should have been more of a finished game. Out of 10, without including that this is GTA San Andreas, just basic gameplay, I'd probably give it a max 6 out of 10 to 5 out of 10. Maybe on a good day a 7 out of 10, depending on where you are on the map. Because in the standard map, when you're just hanging out on Grove Street, there is no frame drops, really. There's none of that shit. It doesn't happen. Don't know why. It's just not crazy. But you go anywhere else, you can see trees still trying to load in as you're passing them. So that, to me, isn't an excuse. Either you need to buff up the engine you're using or make the mods you're putting on top of the skins better. There really isn't too much of an acceptable excuse for me here. Half the cheats that they used to have in the game don't work. There's new glitches added to the game that weren't there before, which I don't understand that. I don't really care about the cheat codes thing so much. I beat the game legit, but if you like to add cheat codes and fuck around and find out what to do, that's fine. I have no problem with that. That's how you have fun on GTA, some people. That's how I used to have fun as a kid, at least on GTA. I'd just fuck around and find out what was happening. But besides that, the game is not as good as I wanted it to be, graphics wise and remastered wise. And would I say this whole thing about everyone needing a refund is necessary? No. The people who can't access the game, absolutely, I agree they should get a refund. They should have had a refund the day they couldn't access the game. But kind of like with Cyberpunk, I bought it and I liked it still. Did it have glitches? Yes, it still has a glitch where I cannot beat one of the clown bitch-ass bosses. It still has that glitch, and I still I can't fix that, and I'm not starting the game over to fix that. I don't care enough, but would I say it's worth $60? Absolutely not. I'd say maybe for all of them combined, it was worth $40. I understand it's 3 remasters, but 3 remasters with new skin packs on them, which was probably stealed from the fucking GTA modding community in the first place. Doesn't mean shit to me. Not just that, but with Rockstar content striking everyone and them thinking that GTA 5 coming out again for PS5 and Xbox Series X remastered or whatever they want to call it, re-rendered or whatever, is good. It isn't. Rockstar as a company all around right now is probably like, I have no real respect for them at the moment. They've disappointed me since they still haven't released GTA 6. They've released 2 different versions of GTA 5. They're about to release a 3rd version. It's been half my childhood and adulthood that I've been playing GTA 5, and I've been ready for GTA 6 since I was 16, and this GTA 5 came out when I was like 12, 13, somewhere around there. Actually, let me make sure. I was 14 when it came out. Where Rockstar is as a company right now is unacceptable to me. What this game is unacceptable to me, and they need to fix and update it. Not now, not later, right now. Because we know when Rockstar says now, it means 3 weeks from now. They need to fix it right now. They should have never shipped it out with any of those problems in the first place. I mean, it's a finished game. How fucking hard is it to complete a finished game with a few mods? Not just that, but with them striking every single mod creator down with lawsuits because they don't want their mods to be in their games anymore. Honestly, Rockstar can go suck a caterpillar. They can go lick a caterpillar for all I give a shit about. I don't care. This is unacceptable. I beat the game. I'm not going to go back and try and beat it again. I played Vice City for a while. It looks good, but still same loading glitches as San Andreas. Same frame drops as San Andreas. GTA 3, I've touched for 5 seconds, and I got to where the dude was shot, and that was that. Other than that, man, that's the review. It's disappointment with satisfaction because GTA San Andreas, it was just such a well-written game in the first place, story-wise. But other than that, if it was any other game that did this, it'd be so unfulfilling and so meaningless to me. I probably would have thrown the copy out or given it back to GameStop and taken 50 cents for it. It's unacceptable. Rockstar, do better. Everyone has been telling you to do better for years, and instead of actually listening to us, you haven't. To be honest with you, I'm not going to be surprised if GTA 6 comes out and it's absolute dog crap. I wouldn't be surprised at all. That's what kind of games Rockstar is producing now. Apparently Bully 2 is in the mix too. I just don't see Rockstar surviving very much longer if they keep on trying to re-release games they've already done. They've re-released San Andreas and the collection of Grand Theft Autos like 6 times in a row. It's unacceptable at this point. This isn't a definitive edition. This is a Modders Mod Pack edition, which they just stole off a website. I insist on that. That's what it was. Because it looks like they barely put any fucking work into it at all. Other than that, it's the old boys, guys. I'm out. Have a good one. Take with what I say with a grain of salt or whatever. I don't really care. I hope you really enjoyed the video, though, at least. If you have any battle comments, go ahead and comment down. I'll still probably end up playing the other 2 games, but for now, I'm playing Pokemon Shining Pearl, which eventually I will be getting a graphics card, or not a graphics card, a capture card, so I can stream that. So, yep, it's Yo Boys. Take care.